Dissembler is a mix between a colour matching game and a tile sliding puzzler. But it's far more interesting than that simple description makes it sound. It is tough, it's smart, and its minimal art style leaves you with an uncluttered and engaging piece of pocket art. It's also going to have you scratching your head in the best possible way. This isn't a game that tries to catch you out, but it is one where a single mistake is going to have you tapping the rewind button. Everything takes place on a grid. The grid is covered with coloured squares, and you need to get rid of them by matching the colours in combinations of 3 or more. Put your finger on a square and you can then slide the block up, down, left or right. You can only move a block's position if you're creating a match of 3 or more though, which adds another layer of difficulty to the proceedings. Things start off simple, but soon you're playing on large grids with numerous coloured blocks, and trying to get them all in the right place becomes something of a logistical nightmare. Dissembler is by no means an easy game, but it doesn't bark out your mistakes or try and con you. There's a rewind button on every level that lets you go back a step, and the deeper you get into the experience, the more you're probably going to be using it. Everything the game does is kept within that simple framework that it sets out from the very start. It's just that that simple framework offers up way more complexity than you might imagine when you first start. There are levels where matches can be made from the very first move, and levels that give you a single lonely tile a full grid away from any colours you can match them with. And when you start dealing with coloured tiles within coloured tiles, things get a whole extra level of complicated. If there are any issues with Dissembler, it's the pace. If you get stuck, and you will, you might find yourself jammed on a level till you figure out what to do next. Thankfully, the game always opens up a couple of additional levels, so you've usually got one you can jump onto until you figure the old one out. There's also a daily mode that offers up a number of extra puzzles, and an infinite mode that lets you play a more relaxed or difficult version when you're stuck in the main game. All of which adds up to something really quite special. Dissembler is a sleek and sharp puzzler that makes you think through every move that you make, and is a welcome change of speed for mobile puzzling. There is lots to do, and it makes you think in new and exciting ways. And it's definitely not just another colour matcher.